Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I think pretty sure my last video posted about a month ago. So it has been a while. Hope everyone is all good. Again, I do apologise for the fact that I haven't posted. Work's a main factor of that. I was getting home roughly about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and I was just tired, and I've been really ill as well. I'm not going to get really into it because it's not part of today's video. But yeah, how's everyone been? Hope everyone had a good Christmas and New Year. Hope everyone's all nice and safe with all this COVID going about. Yeah. So let's get into today's video. Before I start, I just want to say thank you for the few more views and subscribers that I've got over the last couple of weeks. You know, I haven't been posting, as I said, and I do apologise again for that. But from now on, I'm going to be starting doing it weekly. I'm going to start posting every single week. Not really too sure of a day. It might be one day, 1 week it's a Monday, 1 week's a Thursday. I'm going to try and do different days and actually see which day actually works for me. Because obviously my busy schedule and whatnot, I'm just going to try and play about with it. So this video will probably go out tomorrow, which is a Saturday. And then who knows, next week it might actually come out on the Monday. So I'm not really too sure yet on the dates. But I'm going to stop waffling and get into today's video. So if you do enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if anything has helped, or if you've got any other different opinions and approaches to this subject. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I think it was my second video that I put out, was talking about hormones. There was a part of it was about hormones, and basically sitting there saying that you just got to kind of give in. So one of my subscribers actually reached out to me on Instagram. Link is in the description if you want to go ahead and follow me on there. But one of my actual subscribers, he came back to me. He's a little bit older, and basically the comment was, why should you just give in? So in the video I actually sat there and said you should just give in to the hormones, and you should just sit there and accept it and just sit there and say, yeah, no, I'm sorry, like, do you know what I mean? But I actually retract that, because that's not what this whole channel was about. The whole channel was about, you know, men having support and men actually being able to express how they feel in a very healthy way. Now, I'm not sitting there saying that you should go and just guns blazing, do you know what I mean, like proper loser at your missus and everything like that. But at the same time, if you haven't done anything wrong, I don't think you should take it, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Comment down below if that doesn't make sense, and I'll try and explain it a different way. But essentially, this is going to be about what the hormones are, why they're there, when they actually occur, so you kind of have an idea as to when it's supposed to happen. Now, all pregnancies are different, so it might actually happen earlier, or it might actually happen later, and also it might actually happen for a lot longer than what I'm about to say. So don't take my word for it, because as I say, all pregnancies are different, but it's like a little guideline, if that makes sense. Just for you, just to try and help, so you can prepare, and then you can actually also learn something from it as well. So let's jump into it. There actually are a few hormones that come into play during pregnancy. However, we're going to be talking about the main one. So the first three are made prior to the pregnancy, and also it spikes while you're pregnant. And the last one I'm going to talk about is only in pregnancy. The first one is estrogen. So it's actually in the placenta, which is basically where all the magic happens. I will be doing another video on different keywords and whatnot that you should actually know during pregnancy, just to keep you all up to date. So estrogen basically just makes sure that the baby's all healthy, the baby's all safe and whatnot. You also got the human placental lactogen. I don't know if I actually said that right, so I do apologise, but it's also short for HPL. And this hormone actually basically gives all the nutrition to the baby, and it also helps stimulate breast milk. Also got progesterone, so basically it just makes sure that the uterus is ready, so the woman can actually be pregnant. So this one is the only one that is made during the pregnancy. human chorionic gonadotropin hormone, which is for HCG. Honestly, you don't know how many times I had to say that out loud for me to actually get it. But this hormone is actually the cause, or can potentially be the cause of morning sickness. And do you know what I mean? Like all the morning sickness, are like the nausea and the vomiting, and I mean all that kind of stuff. So this is actually part of the cause of that. Essentially, what happens is these hormones rise, which makes your partner feel both mentally and physically different. So this is why they turn snappy. This is why, you know, they just forget stuff. They do all of that kind of stuff, and it's mainly because of the hormone. It's not something that they actually want to do, but it's because of the hormones is the reason why they act this way. So you can actually start to see the effects of these hormones from about 6 weeks up until about 12 weeks. Now, as I said at the start of the video, it can all vary. You might have it earlier on, you might have it later on, but this is the common time frame that these hormones, you know, like the mood swings, nausea, and everything like that. Now, I've actually done quite a bit of research on this and different, you know, tips and tricks to help other people out, like men. And if I'm honest, there wasn't really much there. So I'm going to say all my bits, but comment down below if they've got anything else that you want to add or something that helped with you. Because, you know what I mean, it might actually help someone and also help me have a different side of it as well. So things that I don't know. In the previous video, I sat there and said, you know, that you've got a kind of, there's nothing you can do. And actually, thinking about it, there is quite a bit that you can do. So I think the first thing you need to do is notice and accept that this can potentially happen. I'm not saying they're accepting that, you know, that you have to deal with it, because if you haven't done anything wrong, and do you know what I mean? Like, rightfully so, if you haven't done anything wrong, then there are different ways that you can go about it. So, as an example, first and foremost, I think you should, if you feel like you're going to get angry, move away from the situation. Because I remember once when my partner was pregnant with my daughter, we were arguing constantly, mainly because I had the belief that, oh, you're playing the hormone card, you know what I mean, and all that kind of stuff, and it really is not a card that women want to play. And it's not even a card, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not even a card, it's something that actually happens physically, and there's nothing that you can do about it, there's nothing that your partner can do about it. It's actually something there. So what I've now realised that I had to do is take a breath and remove myself from the situation. So whether you need, I don't know, you need a cigarette, or you go and make yourself a cup of tea, or you go for a little drive, you need to, if you feel like you're getting angry, you do need to just separate yourself so you can actually, you know, think, and rather than jump to conclusions, just take a breath. Because there have been many occasions where all I needed was that step away, and my whole output of the situation calms down. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's nice. Like, my whole output of the situation is completely different to what it was 5 minutes prior. And also, another thing that you can do is try and help her take the step back. So where you both go and chill, you go and think, because there's always the chance that she will actually realise that she's losing or getting angry. So there is a chance that she might actually sit there and think, I'm losing my mind out of something that is very small and may not even be true. Whatever the situation is, she might actually question herself, is basically what I'm saying. So go run her a bath. Go, do you know what I mean? Go tell her, like, go and help, let her lie down. Just give her that time. Because one, if you give her a bath, that's always going to be extra brownie points for you in the future that you can cash in on. And two, it will give you just that time and that space, just like I said, just to think. And what you got to realise is that, well, both of you've got to really realise, but I think this is something that a lot of men don't actually realise. The baby feels exactly what she feels. So if you can make your partner as calm as possible, that is going to be the best thing for your baby. Because physically, you are in no control of her thoughts, her feelings, and everything like that. However, if you can calm her down, then I mean, there was a lot more positive for the baby rather than having all the stress and all the anger and the shouting, and screaming, because the baby feels it, and whatever she feels in that moment of time, the baby's gonna feel. So even if you can't, even if you don't want to, you just tell yourself you got to be thinking about the baby, because the baby will always be number one. Like, first and foremost, even if you don't feel it now, I promise you, your daughter or your sorry, I'm just using me as a reference, but your child will be the most important person in your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, you will look at everything differently, how you were as a kid, and then you'll be judging you as a kid and thinking, oh my god, why did I do that? But it will also show her that, and there's also more benefits to this as well. I will actually show her that, you know, you care, that you don't want to argue. Do you know what I mean? Because there are so many people out there where the partner says or feels something, and then they feel like they can't come to you. And this is where your partner needs you the most when she's pregnant, because she is feeling stuff, and she is going to be exhausted mentally and physically. She's carrying life, and she needs to know that you are there 100%, no matter what. And I remember saying in that video, communication is key, and I still 100% believe that. So after you've taken your breath, and you know she's had her bath or whatever you've done to, you know, calm each other down, because it's not just about you, because it's also very much about her. But this is the thing, it's a 50-50. It's not 100% her, 0% you. It's not even 10-90. It's 50-50. You both need to be supportive of each other. You both need to, you know, you both need to basically come together on this, and it's got to be 50-50. And this is the problem. For most men, it's all about the woman, and I was very much the same on quite a lot of things. Granted, I didn't on some other stuff, but it's mainly for the women. And what I'm trying to say to you is that you have a voice. You can you can communicate, and do you know what I mean? You can sit there and say, look, you've got this all wrong, or whatever the situation is. And if you can communicate after you've had that breath, because the conversation that you're going to have after whatever's happened, so I'm rambling. The conversation that you're going to have after you've taken the breath and she's taken this breath, and you know you've got that space to, you know, calm down, relax, it's going to be so much different, and probably 9 times out of 10 so much better for both of you, and also the baby. It's just always going to be better, and you know you can swallow it out, and you can move on, and potentially, who knows, you might even grow closer, because you know you've got a bit personal, or whatever the even is the situation. It doesn't matter what the situation is, but it will just help you out so much. And I actually can't stress that enough, because there are one of the things I think I wish I did was be far more considerate about hormones and how much of an actual impact they have on a woman during pregnancy, because there is a lot in it. Oh no, there is a lot, because it actually is probably 10 times the impact that you think it is. So again, I just want to say thank you to the person who messaged me that, because there's not only just one answer. Do you know what I mean? It's not just my answers, because at the end of the day, every pregnancy is different, every child is different. It doesn't matter how many people that you will talk to. There will be occasions where things that are said and how things are dealt with will be the same, but there are so many different perspectives, you know, ideas, things that work, things that don't work. There are so much, and this is what I want. I just want a community where, you know, we're all talking, everyone is discussing stuff. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, no, that's it for today's video. I did ramble on a little bit there, and I do apologise. I do like to ramble. I think you've probably, you know, guessed that now. But again, thank you all for watching. And again, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And as I've said, if you've got any ideas or comments about what I've spoken about, or anything else that you want to see, comment down below. Let me know. I'm very much open for it. Oh, and also the Discord will be going live. I'm hoping next week. I'm just doing little finalizations of it, trying to give it the best, or give you guys the best experience in the easiest way that I can physically do it. So if you've got any ideas for the Discord as well, I would very much like to hear them. But anyway, I'll catch you next week. And yeah, hope everyone has a good time, and I'll see you all soon.